If you plan on competing with a TRX, a Ram TRX, your Ram definitely need this mod. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys that right now. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. And if you plan on competing with any kind of fast car or fast truck like a Ram TRX, pretty much I'm gonna share with you guys mods that I feel like definitely will help you outrun a TRX. When I mean a TRX, to be straightforward with you guys, a stock TRX, nothing too crazy, this and that. I definitely think that you will have a chance to beat a stock TRX that's pretty much maybe little bolt-ons and stuff like that. You will definitely have a chance to beat that. But before we get into talking about that, I want to say, if you are here for your first time on the channel, welcome to the channel. This is my 2014 Dodge Ram. It's a 4th generation Ram, and this truck is going to be getting a whole makeover. Pretty much this truck is what this channel is about. So if you like fast cars, you like fast trucks, this and that, or you're a car guy in general, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, support the channel, join the family, see what I have in plan in the future plan for this truck. It's a lot of mods that's coming for this truck, so it's gonna be definitely one of the fastest truck on YouTube. Definitely want to stick around for that. But with that being said, so now there's a couple ways to go about this. If you really want to compete with a TRX, now hear me out. If you got a single cab, that's even better. But if you got a crew cab or a quad cab, you still have chance. But it's not gonna be these are not cheap mods. Like I'm not saying these are mods that are cheap. These are mods that definitely will give you a lot of power for a pickup truck, and you could definitely compete with some fast cars. Will give you chance and stuff. So now it does require you to have some money. You know, when you want to hang with the big dogs or play with the big dogs, you know, you got to spend some money. So to go fast, it's not cheap, and you don't want to go the route of cheapness. So now the number one thing that I see, I'm gonna give you guys 2 ways that you can go about this. Now, if you got the 5.7 HEMI, obviously you do, in your truck, what really could make you get that power to where you can gain some respect, like outrunning a stock TRX, or maybe some bolt-on here and there with a TRX? I'll say the number one thing right now that I noticed on social media, being a Ram guy, that I see most people are doing putting the Hellcat blower on the 5.7 HEMI. I'm a Ram guy. The Ram, bunch of Rams that doing that, and they are making great amount of power, I'll tell you that. Give you guys 1 second. This truck is going by, so I'm gonna have a little moment of silence. Every time I try to record, I don't know why, it's always something interrupting. But now it's a lot of Rams out there, single cab, crew cab, quad cab. It's something new that I noticed this year. Pretty sure it's been around probably for a year now, 2 years, something like that. And they are putting the Hellcat blower on the 5.7 HEMI, and that is giving them a huge advantage on making crazy amount of power. And I'm not just talking about just a simple 20 horsepower, like you getting some big. One more second, I got another interruption again, so another truck is going by. But now I know there's kits, like there's kits you could buy that they offer. Obviously, if your truck has a higher mileage, there's a little bit more steps you got to take. It's the same step, but you just got to order a little bit more, where like you could add a couple more things to pretty much, I say, bulletproof your HEMI and stuff, just so you don't come across any kind of issue. Now you can go doing like the Scat Pack, well, Hellcat supercharger. You could add a couple more things. I would suggest that you add camshaft, custom camshaft, long tube headers, and a custom tune. I'm pretty sure you do need a tune also if you're gonna be doing the Hellcat blower on your 570 HEMI. Now with that setup right there, you're gonna make a lot of power. Trust and believe, you're gonna make a lot of power. There's Rams out there, you can look it up yourself, that are doing like, probably my guessing is probably running like 11s, probably 10s around there. I'm not too sure. I'm just putting numbers out there. That's fast for a truck, like especially if you got a quad cab, crew cab. That's pretty fast. Now another route you could go is you could definitely go with a bigger size block, a 6'4" truck. Well, not a 6'4" truck, but a 6'4" fully built BGE block or something like that, where you could get a block. Now that block, obviously you can make it get it built to where it's capable of making at least probably 1,000 to the wheels. Now the next step is you could either add a Hellcat supercharger, or you could add a Whipple supercharger, or you could add the 6'4" truck intake manifold, or you could do an Edelbrock I think supercharger or something like that. So now obviously I'm just giving you guys like the main source of what really could make you gain that power to really be able to compete with a TRX or any other fast cars, or outrun a TRX, a stock TRX, or probably a TRX that's bolt on. You'll definitely be able to compete with some fast cars doing these things. And when I mean like I didn't give you guys a full breakdown on, obviously you're gonna need, if your trans got to get rebuilt, or you could do stock trans, but you're still gonna have to get it rebuilt because it's not gonna be able to handle that much power. But there's a couple things you know, if you're a car guy, you understand you do got to do a couple things. You can't just slap a motor into the truck, put on a supercharger, and then boom, you're gonna start racing. That's obviously, there's some things I'm excluding because I'm strictly trying to focus on what really could give you that huge power that you want to be able to outrun a TRX. I guarantee you, if you do those two, either option you go with, because I'm doing the same with my truck, either option you go with, you will definitely see a huge gain, and you definitely, your Ram gonna make a name out there if that's what you want. You're definitely gonna run some good numbers. But with that being said, I want to clear this up. I'm not no expert for anybody. Whatever you decide you want to do at the end of the day with your truck, it's up to you. But I'm just sharing with you guys my personal opinion on what I think and what I have seen. So obviously make sure you do your research, or excuse me, speak to like some kind of mechanic or something like that. But you always want to definitely do your research before you do anything like that. Spend any kind of crazy money. It's not crazy expensive, but it's kind of expensive for parts and stuff. So with that being said, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.